Hey everybody, so we just got done eating at Mama Joe's Diner, super good breakfast place. We are about to head into work and do something a little different today, still exciting, but we are going to be hauling a couple of pieces of farm equipment for a farmer for the trucking company I work for, and then after that we might bring back some of the old equipment to the yard. Alright, so as we're heading back to the shop, basically I've been working at this company for about 12 years. Hauled everything pretty much you can think of. Oil rigs, fancy cars, just about anything. Private and custom hire. So basically, we haven't hauled a bunch of farm ag equipment before, but there's a farmer nearby that requested to hire us for the thing at Davis Bros. That's the place we work, and we'll be doing that for him and happy to do it. So as we're heading up to Davis Bros shop, the lady at the restaurant did say that there was a bunch of new equipment in. Her husband actually works at the Case IH dealership that we will be stopping in today to grab the equipment for the farmer. So we might take a look around if we're not super pressed for time. If I get ahead and get that truck there in quick fashion, we'll stop around, maybe go over a couple of things, because I have distant family who's farmed before. I've never been into it as I've just worked for this trucking company growing up. But yeah, we'll just get into it and show some of the things they got in, and then we will get that transported to the farmer. Alright, so we're pulling into the truck yard, and we have our truck currently in the shop. That's just kind of where it was sitting. We'll see if any of the people are still around, but since it's a little later in the day and we got a little bit of a late start, I'm thinking everybody's probably going to be gone from the yard and custom hauling stuff, because it is currently a Saturday, and usually we get a lot of moving on Saturdays. So we'll park this, look over the truck, and then we'll go from there. Alright y'all, so this is my International Cat 3406B. I chose the black and orange color scheme on it because that's just some of my favorite colors. I've had this truck now for, I don't know, probably around 8 or 9 years, and it does have a lot of miles on it. We've had some stuff redone here and there at the shop, but this has been my pride and joy over the course of my time here. And then of course the company gives us the Landau 848 haul-all. This is outfitted with the ramps so we can put tractors up here, and it even has the 2 steel deck plates on it so we can set various tools on it. So we'll go ahead, hop in the truck, get it fired up. We just did the walk around. Everything looks 100% okay. All the tires are good PSI, everything's ready to go. So we'll get in it, fire it up, and go ahead and head to the Case IH dealership. Alright, so a quick look around inside. Nothing too special, just some regular interior. Of course, stick shift, everything else, all that good stuff. Trailer's ready to go behind us, so we're going to go ahead and pull out and head right there. Alright, so this is one of those things that we've always had a problem with, where the location of work is. You really got to watch for cars. They do come really fast, and it is at a super elevated level. We need to get that smoothed out and fixed. But unfortunately, you just kind of have to roll with it. You really got to make the wide turn and just hope that there is an opening for you, because like I said, there's pretty constant traffic that flows through this area. Alright, so it looks like we have made it and pulled in to the Case IH dealership. So we'll go ahead and drop the trailer over here where we were instructed to, and then we will look at the equipment a little bit because we are pretty early. And then after that, we will load up the couple of pieces of equipment we need, and we will get that delivered to the farmer. Okay, so we have the trailer unhitched. Everything is fully ready to go and ready to be loaded up. So we will go ahead and look around and then get that first piece of equipment loaded up, do some paperwork, haul it over there, and go get the second piece. So starting off, we have an 8100, then we move on to the 5088. It's a really good looking case. Then we have the 9370. Moving on, we have the beautiful 88.6. This is one of my favorite tractors of all time, and it's honestly just a workhorse. Next, we have the 2388, one of the best combines ever made. These are super reliable, and I still know a few people using them even today. And then we have a 1480. Moving on, we have a couple of bean heads. It looks like we have a Case IH bean head. We got a MacDon, and then they even have a honeybee. This is all really just preference. They have a little bit because the farmers around here apparently like to divvy it up and use different brands here and there. Coming over here, we have a gorgeous 8910. They have this on the new side lot because apparently this is super low hour. It only has a little over 600 hours on it. It was kind of just used to run augers. So they had this sitting in the shop is what they told me inside, and they're finally wanting to part with it. So moving on, we have the Maxim 115. This would be good for any type of baling or small utility tractor, just overall stuff like that. Moving on, we have a couple of MXs. We have the MX 230, we've got a Magnum 235, which is brand new, and then they told me they just got this off. One of the Davis Bros people at our shop dropped this off the other day. This is the brand new 340 Magnum. Super good looking tractor. We have a quad track, a 470, and then moving over here we have a really new row track 470, which has the smaller tracks. Coming around here, we have some speed till slash mock till. This is the very big version, and then they have a step down, which is the 465. The step up is the 475. Next, we're moving on to the combine. So this is a 7250 axial flow. They got this in, I think they said about 3 or 4 months ago. Next, we have what we're going to be picking up today. This is the 7250 we will be taking to the farmer that is on tracks. After that, they have a 9250. So for the corn heads, they have a Drago GT, a Capella, and then just one of the smaller Case IH options. I do know they said inside that these front two do fold up so you can transport them down the road and get in between fields a little faster. Starting over here, we have a tillage tool. It is Sunflower Company. This is brand new. This was also loaded by us a few weeks ago, something that we had brought in from way out in Texas. Moving on to grain carts, we have a really nice huge Brent. Then we have a Demco, and then we have 2 Kinseys. One of them is on tracks. We will also be taking this tracks one to the farm, and then following that up, they have a couple of planters. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is a white planter. They had this on a trade deal, so it's sitting here now. They have a Kinsey 3600, and then they have a couple of high rises. One is a way bigger version, and then they have a smaller option as well. Coming around here to some of the more used, they have the Tiger Mate disc as well as a smaller one. They have a Ripper. We have a Case IH Patriot, one of the smaller versions, not the super big one. They have an on-sale Haggy. We have the Blue Jet. They have a used New Holland T8, and then this was actually a farmer down the road, they told me, that traded this in on a brand new combine. This is a 9470 STS. So with that all being said and done, we are ready to go pick up the combine, take that, and then get the auger wagon as well. Alright, so we got the key. We're going to go ahead and load this up, get it strapped down, and then we will be on our way with this first piece of equipment. So we have her in first gear now, so we're going to go ahead and just slowly get her up here so we don't have any rocking or anything too bad. And once we get up here, we will go ahead and strap her down fully and get her on her way. Okay, so now we got the combine loaded up, we're going to go ahead and connect the truck up and then check that everything is alright and head to the farmer's place. Okay, so we have everything loaded down, so we are ready to get on the road and get this delivered. So right now, basically, we have arrived at the farm. We're going to try to find a good place to kind of get in here, get on some flat surfaces, and then make a big U so we can turn around, because I don't want to get stuck at all. But it looks as if we might be able to pull in right here, drop the deck, and then offload it and finish that loop that is around the house. So we're going to go ahead and pull right here. I think this will probably be good, and then we'll see where he wants it. Alright, so we got done unhooking everything, went ahead, did the paperwork. The farmer had to run and go do something urgent, so he said that we could just put it outside of this barn, not even put it inside, and that he will take care of it later. So we'll get ahead and get in the 7250, and then we will go grab that other piece of equipment so our day will be finished a little early. So we decided to park the Case IH Combine on this side, and now we've got everything hooked up. Not going to leave the outriggers in because it's a wide road all the way to town. So we're going to leave those out, and then we will go right back and get Mackenzie grain cart. So as I was in here and I got out, I noticed that they started moving the auger wagon for me. They had to go get me some paperwork, but they're moving it with their old used 8100 John Deere, and I actually think that is a pretty sweet setup. I know if you loaded that 1321 Kinsey grain cart up, it wouldn't handle it at all, but for the sole purposes of moving it, it looks pretty cool. Alright, so once again we have everything loaded up. The Kinsey is good and strapped down, and we are ready to hit the road. I actually just got a call from the farmer. He's going to run a little behind, and my truck, obviously, the semi doesn't have the ability to pull off that Kinsey. So what we're going to do, and we agreed on, is I'm going to drop the whole trailer. I'm going to unbolt everything, but we're just going to leave the Kinsey on the trailer, and then tomorrow or Monday, whenever I work again, I will go pick the trailer up once he's moved it. I'll make sure it's out of the way for him, so it's not, if he brings equipment back to the farm, it's not in the way. But as of right now, that's the plan we're going to run with, and I think it'll be okay. Alright, so once again, we're pulling into the farm. Everything went perfectly fine. Sun's going down, so I'm kind of glad to wrap this up a little bit, but we'll get it pulled in here and out of the way, and then we will head back to the shop and grab the truck. Alright, so I have the trailer and the low loader fully disconnected and the Kinsey disconnected, so everything's delivered, paperwork's done, everything's good to go on that part. Now I'm going to take the attachment part off, and then we are going to head back to the shop. Alright, so I got unhooked. Now it's time to go home and enjoy the rest of my evening. So we are just now getting back to the shop. Sun's going down. Unfortunately, you can't rush big loads like that, especially on narrower roads, backcountry roads. Not that we were on small roads, but there was lots of traffic on a lot of the roads we were on. So we're going to go ahead and get the semi just pulled into the shop, and then we will get right into the truck and head on home. So we got the semi in the shop. It's all good to go. We got to gas it up whenever we work next, but we will hop in here and go ahead and go home. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It's something a little different. You know, it's a little out of the ordinary, something different for me. It might be a little short, but it did take a long time, considering that the dealership was set up by me. I had to buy every single piece of equipment and line them up. So if you guys could give this a like, comment, share, subscribe, that would be awesome, because for as short as this video is going to be, it took a lot more work than what a normal video twice as long would be. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you in the next one.